Hello and welcome to today's lesson, which is angles in an isosceles triangle. So, it's first worth pointing out what an isosceles triangle is. Now, an isosceles triangle, let's draw an example here. It's probably worth getting this down in your notes. Remember, the only way to learn maths is to do it. So, if we've got an isosceles triangle, what we have here is if I draw these lines on here, this means that these two sides are the same. Now, if these two sides are the same, it means that the angles at the base of this are the same as well. Now, these are called base angles, so it means that this is the same as this. Now, that's really important that you put your fingers on it and you follow it down, because if I was to do something like this one, like this, okay, and I was to say, I know it looks like these are the same, but I'm going to put my two lines on there like that. It doesn't mean that these two are the same. I put my fingers on here and I follow them away, and it means that this angle here is the same as this angle here. So actually it's x and x. And it's all about putting your fingers on and moving them away to find out which of these angles, so here and here, so if these two are the same, put my fingers on it, I'm not going to come to this point, I'm going to move away, and it means that these two angles are the same. So x there and x there. Okay, so it's all about using two rules. Knowing the fact that the base angles in an isosceles triangle are the same. Okay, so these ones here, but also the fact that angles in a triangle sum to 180 degrees. So let's have a go at this example here. So this is example 1. Make sure you get this down in your notes. So here you've got your first question like so. We've got x at the top. You know that this one is equal to 75. So the idea here is that my base angles are the same, so I put my fingers on here and move them down. So I know that this one here is also equal to 75, like so. So if this is 75 and this is 75, we know that angles in a triangle sum to 180. So it's going to be 75 plus 75. So 5 plus 5 is equal to 10, carry the 1. 7 plus 7 is 14, and the 1 is 15. So I know that these two angles sum to make 150. So then it's going to be 180, take away 150, 0, 3, nothing. So it means that x at the top is equal to 30 degrees, like so. Brilliant. So that's our first question. So let's have a go now at this one here. So I've got two examples here. So I'm going to have a go at the first one, and then I want you to have a go at the next one. So let's have a go at example 2. If you want to have a go at the first one yourself, you already think you know how to do it, then do that. So here I've got example 2. So I've got a wider triangle this time. I know that these two are the same, and I know that this is equal to 80. I'm trying to find out what this is x. Now, the difference with this one here is that my base angles are this one here. So whereas with this one, I know that these two bottom ones are 75. In this one here, both of these are equal to this value, which is x. Okay, so the first thing I need to find out is what both of those x's are worth. So it's going to be angles in a triangle are 180. So 180 take away 80. 0 take away 0 is nothing. 8 take away 8 is 0. 1 take away nothing is nothing, so I end up with 100 degrees there. So I know that both of these are worth 100 degrees. So to find out one of them, I need to divide that by 2. Now you can write this as an equation if you want. So the 2x is equal to 100. You could also, if you want to, just do 100 divided by 2, which is equal to 50 degrees, and say that x is equal to 50. Both of those techniques are worth you can use. All right, so on the right-hand side there, you've got a question which I want you to have a little go at. So I'll make that big for you. So pause now and have a little go at that. Okay, I'm going to go through this one. I'm going to do it underneath. So this is example 3. Now notice with this one here, the lines which are labelled are this one here and this one here, which means that this one here is x, sorry. This one here is 76, which means that if I put my fingers on here and move away, these two angles are the same. So this one isn't equal to 76, this top one is equal to 76. So these are my base angles like so, here. So to find out x, it's going to be 76 plus 76. 6 plus 6 is 12, carry the 1. 7 plus 7 is 14, and an extra 1 is 5. So it's going to be 152 is for both of these, okay? Then I've got to work out what x is. So now angles in a triangle sum to 180. So it's going to be 180, take away 152. 0 take away 2 I can't do. So 10 take away 2 is 8. 7 take away 5 is 2. 1 take away 1 is nothing. So I'm just left with x is equal to 28. Absolutely perfect. Let's just check those two. So 50 and 28, super. Okay, let's have a go at another one of these. Now, with this question here, you'll notice that we're combining some of the things from our previous topic, which was on angle facts. So we're combining angle facts and angles in an isosceles here. So I've got a triangle here like so. This one here actually extends. So we know that from that last video, this angle here is called an exterior angle. So we've got these two the same. It's going to be A there. This point here is B, and this point here is C, and this point here is D. We know that this is equal to 75, and it's asking you to find out what x is. Now, just on a little side note, I am going to say what x is in terms of our letters. X is D to B to A. So we could write this as angle D, B, A. So D to B to A. We spoke about that last time. So let's stop and have a think. This is an isosceles triangle. So the first thing I'm going to spot there, because this is isosceles, these two base angles here are the same. So I'm going to write that one in here as 75 degrees. I know that angles in a triangle sum to 180 degrees. And actually I think we've seen something similar to this one. So 75 plus 75, 5 plus 5 is 10, carry the 1. 7 plus 7 is equal to 14, and the 1 is 5. So that's equal to 150. So I know that these two sum to 150. Angles in a triangle, 180, so 150 taken away from that. 0 take away 0 is nothing. 8 take away 5 is 3. 1 take away 1, nothing. So this angle here at the top is equal to 30 degrees. So in which case, now this is the last little part, which can be quite tricky. We know that this is the interior angle. This is the exterior angle. And this here creates a straight line like so. Okay, so I know that my interior angle and my exterior angle sum to make 180. So for my green part here, I've got 30 and I'm trying to find x. So it's going to be 180 minus this 30. So 0 take away 0 is nothing. 8 take away 3 is 5. 1 take away nothing is 150. So I know that x is equal to 150. This exterior angle is equal to 150. I could write angle D, B, A. Okay, angle D to B to A. Super. Cool. So, 150, perfect. Now, we've got this question here. I think this is the, if I remember right, this is the last question in this one here. So this one now is example 4. I would suggest that we get this one down in the book. This one isn't easy, okay? This one is tricky. We've got to bring in a few different things on this one. So we've got a larger triangle here, like so. We've got this one here, like that. We've got that one there, like so. Example 5, let's write that there. I know that these two angles are the same. This one here is called B. This one here is called A. This one is D, and this one is C. This bottom left one is 25 degrees. This one here is equal to 70 degrees. Okay, and I'm trying to find out this angle here, x. Now, x is B to D to C. That's fine, or C, D, B. Okay. Now, with these questions, you might think to yourself, how do I start? Where do I go with these? Well, just do the things you can do and then work your way through. So the first thing I spot is that it's an isosceles triangle, this side. Okay. These two are the same. So when I move out, okay, these are the same. When I move out, this angle here is the same as this angle here. So straight away, I can say that this one here is 25 degrees. Angles in a triangle sum to 180. So I know that if I add these together, take it away from 180, it gives me this one here. So it's going to be 25 plus 25. So it's going to be 10. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. These two sum together is 50. And then 50 taken away from 180. 0 take away 0 is nothing. 8 take away 5 is 3. 1 there, like so. So I know that this one here is equal to 130 degrees. So we're getting there now. I know all the angles in this one. So what connects this triangle and this triangle here? Because actually I want this one in here. Well, you've got to spot that this one here is a straight line. Okay? And angles on a straight line add up to 180 as well. So to work out this one here in green, it's going to be 180 take away 130. So 0 take away 0 is nothing. 8 take away 3 is 5. 1 take away 1 is nothing. So I'm left with this one here, which is 50 degrees. And now I'm at the stage where I can actually work out what this last one is. So 50 and 70 and x all sum to 180 because that's another triangle there, like so. So let's add 50 plus 70. 0 plus 0 is nothing. 5 plus 7 is 12. So these two sum to make 120. And then 180 take away 120. 0 take away 0 is nothing. 8 take away 2 is 6. 1 take away 1 is nothing. So I'm left with this top one here, x. Lots of steps there. But that's equal to 60 degrees, like so. So the thing you've got to spot is this bit here. How does that triangle connect to that one? Okay, let's just check that. 60 degrees, brilliant. Now, one more question to go. Okay, notice this is worth 4 marks. I think this was on a foundation paper. So this was a past paper question. Okay, and it says, is the triangle ABC isosceles? Now, with this one here, you're not using isosceles. You're asking to prove it, prove that this is isosceles. Now, what's the definition of isosceles? Well, isosceles has 2 angles the same inside and 2 sides the same. And if I can prove that 2 of these angles are the same, then I know that this is isosceles. So this is worth 4 marks as well. Really nice. So draw my lines there, like so. Brilliant there. Okay. So this one here is equal to 113 degrees. This one here is equal to 46 degrees. This one here is C, A, and B. You've got to be really careful with these because there's different rules for each of these sections. So this one here is a straight line there. There's my green. It's a straight line. So to work out this angle here is going to be equal to 180 take away 113. So it's going to be 7 there and 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. 7 take away 1 is 6. 1 take away 1 is nothing. I'm left with 6 one here. This one here is 67 degrees. Brilliant. This one here is a little bit different. This one here isn't a straight line. This one here is called vertically opposite angles. It's when you've got 2 angles across like this, okay? This one here would be equal to this one here. So vertically opposite angles are equal as well. So that means that if this one is 46, this one here is also equal to 46 because they're vertically opposite. Now, actually, I've missed a little part here. It does say give reasons for each stage of your working. So this one here in the green section is, so let's make it just really, really clear to the examiner. So C to A to B is 67. So let's write C to A to B. Okay, the angle there, CAB, equals 67 because angles on a straight line sum to 180. Okay, you're going to get a mark for that. You're not going to get the marks if you don't write these explicitly down. So this bit here says that angle C to A to B is 67 because it's on a straight line. Okay, I'm going to do the next one in red. So which one is it now? So to get this angle, I need to go from A to B to C. Okay, A, B, C. So angle A to B to C is equal to 46 degrees because they are vertically opposite. Brilliant. Okay, so that's there because they're vertically opposite. Super. Okay, so now I know this one. Now I need to work out this top one. Now to do that, it's angles in a triangle, isn't it? Okay, so here we've got, we need to add these together first. I'll do it on the side. In fact, I'll try and do it up here if I can, if it can save some space. So 67 plus 46, so that's plus that one. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13, carry the 1. 6 and 4 is 10, and the 1 is 13. 113. Take that away from 180, so 180. Take away 113. 0, take away that, I can't do. 7 and 10. 10 take away 3 is 7. 7 take away 1 is 6. 1 take away 1, we've got 67. So this angle here is equal to 67 degrees. What's the reason for that? What reason did I use? I used angles in a triangle. So let's make it really clear. Angle A, C, B, A to C to B, this creates this angle here, okay, equals 67 because, exactly that same reason before. Oh no, sorry, not this reason. Because angles, should put an S there, sorry. Angles in a triangle sum to 180. Brilliant. Okay, that's the one we did before. Now, I've worked out all these angles, but the question says, is the triangle isosceles? So we need to answer that last question. Now look, 4 marks, 1, 2, 3, and then we get our 4th mark for this last part, which is to say, yes, it's isosceles, because angle BAC, 67, is equal to angle ACB, which is equal to 67 as well. Okay, so angle BAC is equal to angle ACB, which is equal to 67 degrees. Okay, so yes, this is an isosceles. I'm going to take my time with this, you know, I'm dyslexic. Isosceles triangle. Brilliant. And that's that question done. Okay, so that's a proof question. 4 marks for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Okay, so, oh, one more. I thought we were done actually. Okay, let's get this last one then. This one is a tough one actually. This one's a tricky one, so it's a good idea we do this one. So one more question. Let's draw it out. So here we've got a triangle like so. This one here. I know these two are the same. I know this one here is equal to 74. I know this one here is equal to y. I know that this one here is x. I'm trying to actually find out z, which is up here. This one here is equal to 28 degrees. Okay, so let's have a little think. To find out z, it's actually not that tricky. This is actually a lot easier than it looks. We can just literally work out this one here and then work out that one. In fact, we don't even need to worry about the fact that this is isosceles. So let's first work out this one in here. Okay, so this one in here is angles on a straight line. So 180 take away 74, really easy actually. 7 and 10, 10 take away 4 is 6, 7 take away 7 is nothing. We know that this angle here is equal to 106. And that is because, so let's make it really clear. So what is it? A, B, C, D. So this one here is A to D to C. Angle ADC equals 106 degrees because angles on a straight line sum to 180. Brilliant, super. Okay, and last one, this one here. So this one here, working out this Z one next. So if these two are 106 and 28, I can add those together. Let's do that first. So 106 plus the 28. 6 plus 8. 8 is 4, carry the 1. 2 and 1 is 3, and the 1. So that's theirs is 134. 180 take away 134. 7 and 10. 10 take away 4 is 6. 7 take away 3 is 4. 1 take away 1 is 0. So, last little part. Really, it's alright, this question actually. I think the hardest part is the fact we've got to write the reasons. So, angle DAC, angle D to A to C is equal to 46 because, and we need to write those reasons, angles in a triangle sum to 180. Brilliant. Okay, and that's that question done. All right, so here are some questions for you to have a go at. I'll make that big so you can have a little go at it. So pause now and have a go at those questions. Some actually really nice ones there. Okay, I'm going to put the answers up and mark those in green. Mark them in green for me. Brilliant. So thank you for watching this video on angles in isosceles triangle. Make sure you're having a go at the question, because remember the only way to learn maths is to do it, and have a lovely day.